So I had all these scraps left over from my winter woods quilt that I shared in my previous video tutorial, and I'm going to use them and show you how to make these cute star patches. You can make one and sew it to a sweatshirt or any shirt, or in this video we're going to make two and put them back to back and make the cutest tree topper. What you're going to need is 2 pieces of scrap batting and some scraps. These were cut from originally 3-inch squares and 3.5-inch squares, the snowball corners that you trim. I'm going to get my little stars laid out and then I'll show you what to do next. So the first thing you want to do is lay out your 2 star blocks on your scrap batting pieces. You're just going to use your batting essentially as little mini design boards right now. Okay, you're going to need 16 triangles per star, and this might be the hardest part, is choosing which layout you want to do and which prints and how scrappy, and the possibilities are endless. I ended up landing with this, and I've tried to make them both the same because, like I said, we're going to make a tree topper and put them back to back, so I kind of want them to match. Get them laid out and then we'll do some sewing. So I've got my first block on the batting ready to sew, and essentially what we're going to do is a quilt as you go sort of method, but we need to piece our center 4 triangles together first. So you're going to take the top 2 and just line them up. They may or may not match exactly. We're using our scraps and just going with it. If it's a little wonky, it's going to be okay. And then you take the next 2. See, like this is the bigger one, but that's okay. Line them up straight. Let's sew it down. 1/4-inch seam like normal. Okay, cut those apart, and then we're just going to put them back in the middle. Top one, and I'm going to open up the bottom one, and I'm going to leave that one on the square. I'm going to bring it in now. Top one on here, line up my edges, just scooch these out of the way so I don't sew them just yet. Here we go. I'm out the way. And I just want to sew straight down this line just to stick it on here. Here we go. All right. Push it back. Your center is on. Now we're just going to go around the circle or diamond, the center. Oh, he got stuck, but that's okay. We can stitch him out. Here we go. Cut. Push him back, and then we'll put this one on. Continue around the whole diamond. All right. Finger pressing back, and the last one here. All right, the center is on. Looking cute already. Now we got to do our sides. The only difference is we're going to put both on at the same time instead of just one at a time now. So we've lined up the right edge here, and let's stitch it down. Cut. Finger press those back. I'm going to flip around to the opposite side and do it next. Line up my wreaths in here. Okay. They do overlap in the middle, but that's cool. You just sew right over it. And then push it back. Then we'll do the same thing for this side. Line them up. For this side, I do kind of want to eyeball a 1/4 inch over the seam. I'm not lining them up at the seam. I'm going to put them over 1/4 inch. Guy in the middle, he's overhanging about a 1/4 inch. Got my overlap in the middle. Sew it down. See, we push him back. It's all good. Very last side, same thing. Eyeball a 1/4 inch overhang. Bottom one on, 1/4 inch overhang there. All right. And you have a star. Now we need to quilt this star. So you can quilt it any way you want, but before we get all into it, I want to stitch right along the edge of everything. So I'm just going to start right here on this point, and as close to the edge as I can get it. Stitch all around the star. All right. Back where I started, I'm going to do a little back stitch, cut. Now, like I said, we want to add more quilting stitches. You can see on the back what it looks like so far, but it's going to make it a little sturdier if we add some more quilting in there. I'm going to go around the diamond, and then I'm going to go around the square, and I'm going to call it good. All right, this one is ready to cut. Do the same thing for your other side, your other star, and I'll show you the next step. So you've got your 2 star blocks pieced on there, quilted, and now we got to cut away all this extra batting. So you're just going to use scissors and go right along the edge of the fabric and chop away that batting. Do that to both your patches. Now, so I couldn't resist pinning the one single block to my shirt just to give an idea of what it would look like. I have another video that shows you how to sew a quilt block to a shirt that I'll link at the end of this one. It's really cute. Back to the tree topper. So we have made it to our final step. We got to sew our 2 stars together. Put them back to back, batting sides touching, and line them up as best you can. I'm going to put a few pins in it just so it won't move around too much. We're going to start at the bottom, and we want to not sew up into the point. We're going to come down about 1 inch and start sewing here. We're going to sew on top of that top stitch line we did before, and we just want to sew the 2 patches together. And I'll do a little back stitch to start, and then just go around the entire star. Right, so all the way around till you get back to that spot. Do a back stitch, and you'll leave a hole right there. Stitch down, back stitch, cut my thread, and there it is. Right, it's not perfect, but I like the wonkiness about it. See? Put it on top of our tree right here. Let me show it off. And here it is on my tree. I really love how it turned out. I hope you guys liked this tutorial as much as I enjoyed making it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.